Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do another pick a card reading. This time, we're going to be talking about the wounds that need to heal. So the purpose of this reading is actually to give you some ideas, tools, maybe something to think about that perhaps has been hindering you and how you could move beyond those things. Of course, my advice is never to be considered a replacement for therapy or mental health or to really base your life on. But choose your steps wisely and carefully. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and do, as per usual, 3 piles. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have my dog here. He's huffing and puffing in the background. He loves this toy, and I don't have the heart to kick him out. So hopefully you won't mind too much. And that's pretty much it. So show me what I need to see for pile number 1. Okay. Show me what I need to see for pile number 2. Show me now. I may have to kick him out. He's just so obsessive. Show me what I need to see for pile number 3. All right. So pile number 1, you have door to spirit. The number 32. Let's see if we can get this in the frame a bit more. Pile number 2, we have deceit. What? Okay. And pile number 3, we have third chakra, Archangel Shemuel. Shemuel? Shemuel. I'm probably going to say that wrong, but y'all get the point. All right, so once again, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 3. I'll see you at your pile. Hi, pile number 1. This is your reading. For your repeat offenders, I want to thank you so much for coming back. And for those of you that are new, stopping by, lurking, whatever your case, your dealio is, thanks for stopping in as well. I hope that everyone finds exactly what it is that you came here for. And I just had a hummingbird actually approach my window, kind of hover and dart away. So there might even be people here that are just trying to kind of check this, I don't know, channel out or whatever the case may be. And I don't mind for whatever. It doesn't bother me. So you chose the door to spirit. First off, I'm going to tell you, incredibly powerful card. So this is stepping through a door of transformation. You're leaving things behind that once upon a time maybe bothered you. Maybe things that you hovered over that you wanted to peek into to see if it was worth your while, worth your time. And I feel like you're at the, is it precipice? I shouldn't use those words if I don't know how to pronounce them right. But anyways, you're right at the brink of making a decision, or maybe even several decisions. But I feel like it's like one really big monumental decision that can really help you. So what needs to heal is obviously a decision. And then, of course, we reduce this. So number 3 to me is cooperation, collaboration. And this tells me that maybe you have been like throwing in your lot with other people. There's more than just you involved, or more than like the core of what needs to be involved. And the reason why I say that is because the door to spirit suggests a lot of changes, okay, including with the number 5 when you my dogs, when you add them up. Really? Okay, sorry. So when you add these up, you get the number 5. A lot of changes, a lot of fluctuations, and things like that. My dogs are fine. They're just obnoxious, okay? So at times they develop personalities much like ourselves, and I don't deny that, okay? So, and then the number 2 we have right here that's indicated. To me, number 2 is all about personal power. It's about balance. It's about choosing maybe to work on yourself, choosing to listen to your spirit, to be firm with who you are, not in an aggressive manner like telling everybody, oh, this is who I am or whatever. That's just kind of ridiculous, of course. But I feel like just understanding, okay, this is who I am, and oh wow, that dress or those trousers or that vehicle just doesn't match me. It's not my vibration. It's not for me. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not for you. So I feel like you're coming to a point right here that one needs to heal. And I feel like you know it because there are changes right here for sure. Is collaborating with people that don't match your vibration, don't match your destination, don't match your vision, don't match your path, don't match your sense of when I collaborate with these people or when I bring them into my space, my world, whatever the case may be, it makes me feel good. It's like, I feel like those are not truths. And so I feel like you may be having some kind of like what I would call tower moments, things falling away from your path or unexpected shakeups, breakups, wake-ups, things of that manner. But I do want to reassure you that you have an incredible transformation here available to you, and it's just you connecting with spirit, whatever that looks like. You may not believe in like God or spirit or whatever, but I feel like door to spirit can even be communing and with the outdoors, connecting with Mother Nature, with Mother Gaia, whatever you want to call it. Okay, this is just whatever it is, that one thing that serves to make you feel grounded, whether it's hiking, whether it's, I don't know what your thing is, but basically you get the point. If you're a person of prayer, then that's, you know, that's your vibration. If you love to meditate, whatever the case may be. Now, for this reading, I'm going to go ahead and I want to get more specifics. And let's see, let's do from the Urban Tarot. So that seems to be a little bit more kind of nitty gritty, and I've been using it quite a bit if you've been watching. So show me the changes that need to be made, or what needs to transform from pile number 1. Show me what I need to see. Okay, for pile number 1, the changes that need to be made, and show me now. So I'm going to pick 2 from here. Look, works. Okay, so number 3 as well, of course, as you may notice. And then the Queen of Discs. Okay, so this can mean maybe you are too attached to another person, like, could be like a parent, an older female, somebody with like female energy that may be interfering. Oh, the matriarch. Okay, this is the person that says this is how it's done. So even if it's not necessarily a mom, this is somebody who has assumed authority, or you have given authority. Obviously, nobody can have authority over you unless you know, say it's okay. So whether you verbally said so or you just acquiesced, whatever the case may be, this is somebody who has a lot to say about how you live your life. This is the matriarch. This is, I see things, this is how it goes. You do as I say. I have a template and things will work out. And collaborating and cooperating with that. And I feel like, okay, I'm not saying just dump people. That is not the point of this reading at all. I feel like in this reading, this is more stating that it's like, okay, maybe you guys have collaborated up to this point and you have achieved a level of whatever that level is. And now it's time for you to kind of wear the pants, or you to make your own decisions, you to stand by your own side, you not to sleep on yourself, okay? And I think that I feel kind of like even a tower moment, but we'll see what transpires here. I feel like that might be challenging for you to stand up and say no, simply because this person does a lot for you, and I totally get that. But even if you look at it, it's like we're here to really build each other up, help one another, and it doesn't mean that you're disloyal if you choose another path. It just means that perhaps you've outgrown one another, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like you really want peace. Above all else, you want peace. So maybe you're not even super open to this door to spirit, okay? But I'm telling you that it's right here for you, and with all the gold, you are going to experience like a peace and a calm that is unbelievable, and that does not, peace and calm do not equal boring, okay? That is only if you're in your ego and attachments. That just says to me, can you please stop? He's fine. He's just like, I gag on your words, Griselle, but okay, maybe some of you guys do too. But, you know, if you're not in your ego, and all of us have egos to varying degrees, but if you're not steeped into like mega ego, you're going to understand this message. If you are, it will make you gag, choke, and spit whatever I set out. It's like you will reject my message, and that's okay too. Okay, so let's find out. Okay, the matriarch, Queen of Discs. Show me why this card is here, please. Show me what I need to see. And show me now. I'm going to take 2 cards. We obviously got a jumper. I'm walking home to you. I'm not sure where I am on the path, but I'm walking it. Okay, so you may be currently making some changes already, timing and intentions, but you're not entirely sure like how to make changes or what is transpiring. You're kind of going with your gut feeling. And even he's got a guitar. That's kind of cool. It's like I'm following my own song, that kind of a thing. Okay, and the next card I have for you. One of us is sad or angry, and it's creating an energetic match in frequency with the other. Stay conscious of this, and if possible, try to help us elevate it. And so I feel like maybe this might have to do with endings, maybe an ending with the matriarch, something like that. And you're matching in vibration because there is a sadness over a loss, a perceived loss. Any change could be viewed as a loss as well. But really, change needs to happen. That's the only thing that is going to really help you to feel vibrant once again and help you to heal. I feel like there's healing to be had, and maybe perhaps this person has helped heal you in the past, and maybe that's why you're torn. I don't know your story, obviously. Let's see if we can get a grip on this thing. Okay, so I picked the crown chakra affirmations for you. So we're going to do a little bit about this. And so the crown chakra, this is like getting your own downloads, your own messages, your own intuition, but also it follows your gut intuition. That thing that says, this isn't working for me, but you don't want to hurt people's feelings, or that doesn't feel right anymore, or I don't want to hurt their feelings. I know that something needs to transpire, and you hope that the other person makes a decision. You don't have to be the one to make it. So these affirmations are, I honor the divine within me, meaning respecting your own truth. I'm open to new ideas. Information I need comes easily to me. And that would be, of course, the information that you're being given from spirit, from God, from source, whatever you want to call it, from your higher self, from your own intuition, from nature, whatever, okay? The world is my teacher. I am guided by higher power and inner wisdom. I am worthy of love and divine energy. I'm open to letting go of my attachments. And I live in the present moment. So I feel like the number 7, I'm open to letting go of my attachments, is something that's going to be really a good tool for you to utilize, okay? Then I have this here that actually jumped out for you a moment ago. So Goddess of the Moon, this is following your own intuition. Let's see how these cards line up. Goddess of the Moon, and this is by the Psychic Tarot, John Holland. So if you guys are interested, that is the deal here. Like, maybe I mixed up my cards. Wouldn't that be the irony of things? The Goddess of the Moon. Okay, and we're just going to read intuitively. So we have the number 5 going back to change, massive changes. I feel like you're even holding a ball of energy, or almost like a special wish, or something that feels sacred. You can't quite explain it. It might even be new to you, but it's almost like you feel like a sloughing off of energy, a sloughing off of the old, a sloughing, much like a snake sheds its skin, things like that. And intuitively, I feel like you have been guided to something that's higher, and you're a little bit kind of stunned into silence is what I heard. It's just getting into your own intuition and trusting it. But there has to be a lot of, there has to be a lot of changes in order to come back into your personal, most authentic self. Never mind even your personal power, okay? So that's what I have for that. And then I'd like to do, we're 12 minutes, and I don't want to do this super long, but yeah, so this is letting go of someone or something of great importance so that you can have a clear path to really be in touch with yourself and what it is that you need to do and accomplish. I'm going to go ahead. These are really loud. I'm using zombie dice, and so take out your earbuds, whatever the case may be, and I'm rolling in 3, 2, 1. For pile number 1, show me. Okay. So you are thinking about what it is that you desire. And I feel like it's causing somewhat of an awakening, a tower moment. You're like, wow, I didn't even realize, like I was content, I was happy. Or like, almost like, not like you didn't know any better, but I'm feeling kind of like, I felt like the vibration of, oh, this is comfortable, this is nice, it's working out, and I'm content. Almost like you didn't think that there was anything else out there for you. Or, yeah, okay. So I feel like this is helping you to walk more towards your heart chakra, and it's served as an awakening. And this thing has kind of like served to stun you. Okay, you have to move because you're interfering. And yes, he's fine. He's obsessed with his pig, and he wants me to be obsessed with it too. So this is causing you to make moves that have something to do with your heart. And hair of the dog, I always want to call it, either maybe drinking too much, carrying a hangover with more drinks, and or it has to do with loyalty. Also, I feel like you might be pacing back and forth or really unsure as to which way to go, because your heart's saying like, okay, this is where I want to go. My heart is here. Like I have loyalty to the situation that I've cooperated with, and yet I'm feeling a pull and a new loyalty perhaps to like my divine, being centered. My intuition is telling me something different. And so I feel like you're walking towards more of yourself and what it is that you want. Now, you start walking away, kind of like the pacing, the energy goes back and forth. You flip-flop in your mind, because then you start going, okay, well, this has worked for me before. What if the new thing doesn't work out and I lose what I have? That's been very comfortable. That's really worked out for me. And that may or may not be true. I feel like that is just more fear-based, and it's your root chakra. So with your root chakra, I feel like this is going back to, what makes you feel secure, safe. And the affirmations for that is, I am grateful, I'm abundant, I am peaceful with the material world in which I live, I am worthy of respect, I am independent. The universe will always provide. At this moment, I am stable and grounded. I belong. And I withstand the obstacles of life as I remove what no longer serves me. And I feel like that is a really great one for you if you choose none of them, that last one. I withstand the obstacles of life as I remove what no longer serves me. And I feel like that's kind of what you go back and forth on, but you feel kind of secure in what you built thus far. So it makes you think once again, it's like, well, is this what I really want? And then your brain kind of reacts and goes, okay, I really want to grow. I want to thrive. I want to live. I want to feel vital. I want that excitement, that vitality. And then you have another like, okay, there's no other way. So you might be circular thinking, that kind of a thing. And again, we have the same steps being taken, the imitation of pacing, and it's like, I want to go this way, and do I approach it that way, or maybe I should leave this the heck alone already. And then you have like another kind of that tower moment or awakening and thinking, oh my gosh, this will affect my life and how I feel balanced, how secure I feel, the things that I built with people, the loyalty that I have thus far. Is it worth risking everything for something that potentially may not be for me? And only you know the answer to that, okay? So that just is giving you some insights into the steps that you may be actually undergoing. Show me more of what I need to see for pile number 1, please. Pile number 1. Show me more of what I need to see in order to heal and the steps to take. Any information that we need. Pile number 1, show me now. Yeah, so I feel like you might be a little bit defensive or defending your stance on things, but look, now this person's wearing green. So if you really want change, promote this door to spirit, this great awakening, or like something that is just overall more healing, better for you, and a more of a vibrational match, then you will need to take your stance against people that oppose you. People may cause you to question like yourself, but the fact that even people coming at you, like if people respect you, they're going to be like, oh wow, they're going to take time to process their own feelings about the matter. Okay, they're going to respect, okay, this is for her or his growth, or this is what they're feeling right now, and I need to respect that. And why am I feeling out of sorts? They can deal with their own bullshit. This is easier said than done, but I feel like that would be the proper response. However, I don't feel like that's a response that you will actually get from people around you, because, you know, we're not just spirit. We have needs and we have wants and we get stubborn, and been there, done that too. I'm not judging. So, what else do we need to see? Show me what I need to see for pile number 1 as far as healing, taking steps to healing. Why are these cards on the board here? And why is the defensive pose here? Show me now. This is like you need to make up your own mind. Don't tell me what to do. Great fortune. So see, things will actually elevate. You have great fortune, prosperity, emotional, mental, spiritual. So I feel like your heart chakra will be really greatly affected in a positive way the more that you start pruning things. Very much like when you garden. When you start gardening, you're like, okay, that doesn't belong here. This doesn't belong here. Let me put out the mulch. Let me put some vitamins in the soil. Is it getting too much water? Whatever, not enough, things like that. So the more that you start weeding out things that are no longer conducive to your energy, the more that you'll experience peace and happiness, growth, and also allow for the stored spirit to come. And I feel like you will, I don't know, just embody that a lot more. Let's see really quick where you're headed. Show me where I need to see it, where I need to see it. Show me what I need to see for pile number 1. And don't be looking at my busted nails either, okay? We're not here for that. I can't sit through manicures anymore and things like that. I like the way they look, but I just can't do it. It's annoying. I ain't got time for that. I'm very busy. Show me what I need to see for pile number 1. Where are they headed on this journey? End. Mutable. End of the season. Adept, connected, open-minded, wise, perfecting, touch, editor, sees both sides, chameleon, deceptive, empathic, and changeable. So where you're headed is more information is needed. You're not going to make a decision. I love how she is a dancer, and her skirt, by the way, or whatever this tutu is, whatever that thing is, it is red. There's a lot of red green reference here, so you're going to take time to think, as you should. Show me more for pile number 1, please. More messages for pile number 1. Show me now. Okay, I said 2. Writer, messenger, movement, message, travel, news, visitor, delivery, goals, green light, progress, full speed ahead. So I feel like after you contemplate, you'll make a decision. And then Prince of Air, Gemini, the timetable within 4 to 8 weeks during spring or during the springtime, May 22nd through June 21st. It's talkative, adaptive, mental, versatile, responsive, witty, inquisitive, flexible, social, intellectual. Did we not just say that? Maybe. Superficial, and the lovers. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that pertained to that. But, okay, so we have the lovers being referenced here. So it could be deciding between lovers as well. Last message. Okay, for pile number 1, once I make a decision, or maybe you're going to be getting a message or sending a message that you've made a decision. Show me why these cards are here for pile number 1, and show me now. I think there's a fear of letting go of the old. Yeah, juggling. What'd I tell you? Juggling, lovers, not being sure. It's like I want my cake and eat it. Sometimes I want my cake and eat it. To me, it really feels like we're addicted to the sweet, okay? So it could be like, wow, this cake is gorgeous. I love the frosting. I love the decorations. You know how they put the sparkles on there. Or I'm especially drawn to like the shiny stuff, like the shiny little balls that they put in like Christmas cookies or stuff, whatever the case may be. So it could be like, I love the flavors. I love this, I love that. But I feel like, once again, getting in touch with your roots. Does this situation really make you feel secure? Is it good for everybody involved? Maybe it's not a time for you to tame your wild side, or your desire to go between two people or juggle different things. It's like, why can't I have both? And to that, I would answer, only you have the answer to that. If things are causing a tug of war in your energetic field, which I feel like that is why you're here to begin with, then I'm just going to suggest that perhaps the unease that you have in your stomach, that is quiet, the feeling of things are just never quite easy or settled or calm, all of those are a little bit like red flags. And actually, before I started my reading, I saw, because I asked Spirit, what should I read on? And I saw a white flag, and it's like, that's what you need to surrender. That's your white flag, is giving in to whatever your intuition or gut is telling you. Because once you do, you have a lot of prosperity. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Somebody grounded, very down to earth, very much taking care of what it is that they need to take care of. They cherish their time, energy, sensuality. This queen has everything, okay? So if you're choosing, and it's not gender specific, if you're like male looking for male, this is a person that embodies somebody who cares. This is a homebody. They care about their home. They love nature. Kids love this person. And animals really gravitate to them, things like that. Last idea for my pile number 1. Show me now. Okay, and then Knight of Wands. So maybe in this energy that I'd love to conquer, I'd love to feel that heat, the heat of the moment. And then solar plexus might even be a reference right here, because this one, it's like, yeah, you're having a tug of war between what makes you feel secure and what you desire. Those two very distinctive things. So tug of war between, okay, well, I want this, but I want this. And it all goes back to like the current, what you feel secure with, and what you actually desire, which are two different things. Oh my gosh, this dog. Okay, so I feel calm, confident, and powerful. I feel ready to face challenges. I feel motivated to pursue my purpose. I feel ambitious and capable. I forgive myself for past mistakes, and I learn from them. The only thing I need to control is how I respond to situations. I really like that one. I can create positive change in my life. Okay, I stand in my personal power. So basically, yeah, this, you know what is good for you. Only you know your own individual story. I'm reading for different people. Yeah, this could be in and out messages like enjoying the minute, not here to win it, okay? Whatever your deal is, that's your choice. But I will say that with the Three of Swords here, this can cause a lot of heartache, heartbreak. If you are trying to manipulate to win, to finesse people, this always comes up. It's so annoying. But also it could be an energy that's stating that if you're trying to finesse and manipulate yourself, that you can actually live a life like this and not feel a certain type of way or not do a certain type of damage to other people, then you're sadly mistaken. I think that you will actually feel the repercussions of that, and you are simply deceiving yourself, because I don't feel like people are blind to this energy. So that is what I have for you. Take what you will, leave the rest for somebody else. Much love to you. If you like this kind of reading, like, share, comment, subscribe, and with that, namaste. Hi, pile number 2. This reading is for you. My name is Cashapp with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do another pick a card reading. Obviously, you chose pile number 2. And pile number 2, I realized, I mean, I could have just stopped the video and then shuffled again and picked something totally different. But I'm just trusting that the people who need to hear these messages are here. I also realize that sometimes these readings, probably most of the time, are not going to be popular because they're difficult to hear. They're definitely not feel good. Maybe I'll make a feel good tab so we can all get a little bit of encouragement as well. And I will always try to leave you feeling a little bit better than when you entered. But pile number 2, obviously we're dealing with deceit. Now, first off, I want to talk about the number 2, okay? So I feel like there's someone or something out of balance. This could be someone around you. We don't know quite yet. We just started the reading. Now, your personal power is rooted in monetary accomplishments, like, you know, having money, having the house, having the car, maybe the latest shoes, the latest bag, the latest hairstyle, the nails on fleek, whatever the case may be. And that is what is making perhaps you or someone around you that needs healing feel out of balance. And there's such a concentration on material gain, on money, on attaining things, and also attaining things in such a way that don't belong to you. So I don't know if someone around you is stealing or has their eye on you or their hands on you for monetary gain, okay? But that's definitely not that's definitely not a good energy, obviously, okay? And so the other way that the story can go, the narrative can go, is that perhaps we're lying to ourselves. Perhaps we're in a situation, a married situation, complicationship, relationship, however this works out to be in your scenario, simply because, let's say we have 3 years left, so we get divorced and we can get their pension. I've heard that before. And so I'm an idealist. I lead with my heart. Definitely, sorry, as I sweep the table. I definitely have issues with this mindset, this thinking. Yes, I've been taken advantage of because I'm idealist. I've also had situations personally where I'm like, well, I'm here, you know, things are safe or calm, or I'm used to them, and it provides me safety net that I need. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything, but I'm sure I've done that too. Okay, with friendships, with relationships and things like that, it's like, well, I'm just going to stay here because I'm comfortable. It's just not a good energy. So I feel like somebody has their claws in you, or you have the claws in them, and it's all based on like finances and having that chakra be satisfied. There's an element of greed here as well, where they're taking more, or you're taking more than you need to. So I want to read this to you really quick. I want to address the root chakra, because this is about your healing and the steps that you need to take in order to unlock that level and be able to move on and just overall feel better, mind, body, soul, that kind of a thing. And the first chakra is called Muladhara, whatever. It's located at the base of the spine. Muladhara means root. It's associated with the earth element, linked to your ability to dig in and firmly be rooted in your life. It's associated with color red, hence it links to the earth. This wheel of energy is associated with your sense of security, familial relationships, your feeling of home. Okay, energy is flowing through the first chakra, your feet firmly grounded in yourself and the world around you. This is people that you surround yourself with, situations. This is where you are living. Very much the physical world, what you can see with your eyes, the 3D and the tangible. So if you're rooted in something that is deceptive to yourself and or other people, I don't feel like that's a firm place to be. But let's find out, okay? You're not here to listen to what I think. You're here for a reading. All right, so why is this here for pile number 2? Pile number 2, I think you're better than this, by the way. With the number 2, even you chose 2. The 2 is the first number on this number, and I feel intuitively that it does have to do with your personal power. You are better than that, okay? You're better than that, allowing people to use you and vice versa. You know, there is no point in using people for a purpose and or allowing them to use you. I just feel like it's very dirty energy. I have to be real honest with you. It's almost like, well, you know, it satisfies a need. For example, if you have like a excuse me, I'm trying not to cuss because I have a filthy mouth, okay? And I'm trying to keep it a little bit cleaner, but I don't know. If you have a fuck buddy and there's no other interest in it, you don't care how they think, how they feel, how they smell, what transpires with them, and vice versa, and you each know about it, but you're, quote, fulfilling a need. I think that that's just wasted energy, and I feel like it's an injustice to yourself, your body, your spirit, your mind, and I feel like it's an injustice towards the other person, even though they're in agreement. Now, you probably will not agree with me on that, and that's fine. I'm not saying that I'm an angel, by the way. I've been in those situations myself. I'm saying that at this point in time, you came here for a reading of what needs to heal, and that is what's coming forth. Okay, moving on. In order to find your personal power, there has to be many changes made. Again, the number 5 being referenced, okay? So what needs to heal? What needs to change? For pile number 2, show me now. Hello. I'm like all over the place, failure. Okay. Let's move this. I don't even have the light on. It's the sun shining through. And we have the Hermit. So, I feel like there's a level of, excuse me. Well, first of all, I feel like you're not speaking your truth. I think that you're thinking things through, trying to kind of weigh pros and cons, trying to really even perhaps finesse the situation. And if this is not you, this is being finessed, okay? So what I mean by that is just kind of like masterminding people around you in order to fit you in a place that you feel abundant, okay? But that needs to change. I don't think that it's giving you any happiness whatsoever. You may feel monetarily secure or whatever, but you're not happy. I don't feel like this person even looks remotely happy. Oh my gosh. And as I say that, I knock down a card. And what card is it? It is the Happy Family card. So yeah, stability. I feel like you've gone after like stability. You want that, I don't want to say ooey gooey feeling. That's what I call it, but emotional gratification. And in that quest, I feel like you've placed yourself or other people or both. I heard the word ambos in Spanish. That means both. In a situationship that maybe isn't the best for yourself or the people around you. Okay. So I feel like there's a desire for balance, a desire for freedom. I look at the difference between like this is all red and these are all white. I feel like you're subconsciously maybe in a way looking for your own tribe, and yet you're not willing to let go of what you have because you feel like it puts you in an insecure place, or kind of like, yeah, it shakes your foundation. How else can I put that? Okay. And I understand. I mean, everything in its time. Now, we have to look at the Hermit right here. This Hermit is almost like all kind of, I heard contortion, like contorting within themselves. And maybe you have a lot of emotions coming out, maybe thoughts that are coming out that are like unwanted. You don't want them, but they're still there. It's almost like Spirit's like trying to wake you up and say, hey, this isn't really healthy. Like, you're not really happy. Are you really happy? Are you staying in a marriage where you guys haven't had sex for a long time, or it is lackluster, or you don't understand each other, or you're bored with one another, or the love is gone a long time ago, simply out of, I don't want to sign papers because it's cheaper to keep her, I heard. And, you know, there's that. We have to live in the 3D world. We have to live in real life. So perhaps you're going within, and you're really trying to take some time to make some assessments within yourself. You're not telling anyone else. And I feel like maybe you're even thinking that maybe I've deceived myself or deceived others, or where am I at with this, or do I even need this in my life? Like, it's a horrible intrusion, it feels, because you have such a tight grip on things. Like, all of your ducks are lined up in a row. And now to F it up, for what? Okay, but the for what comes in here, it's a happy family. It's family of choice, family, your tribe, whatever the case may be. So I feel like even in this card, the failure is echoing the deceit here, the self-deceit, that, you know, having a grip, having this monetary security, and yet giving up. Well, I don't feel like you've given up like the pursuit of happiness, okay? I feel like maybe you have something, but then maybe perhaps you found something that you believe is your happy place. It's like a rainbow, like unexpected. And with the beach, it could be very cleansing, very clarifying, very eye-opening, very balancing, very soothing. With the number 4, I think about 4 corners of the earth. I also think about foundations, and I think that this has made you question your foundation. That's why you withdrawn, gone within. And I'm looking at this. I've got 2 really big dogs here, or they could be demon dogs. Maybe there's like 2 things that are really pulling at you that are like you're trying to make a decision and you're like, nope, I need to kind of work this out on my own. holding my own light. And I totally get that. It's like everything being held. It's like you're holding things to yourself. But this right here tells me what the failure card is, number 7. It's a failure to attach yourself or to listen to your higher self. That's like, you knew, maybe you put a band-aid over something. It's like, well, it's good for now. We'll see how it goes. And that evolved into, why can't I have the best of every world? And sometimes when you're overreaching and clinging tightly to a situation, it doesn't allow for anything else to go in your hands. I mean, like this person, there's no way that this person can hold these people's hands, okay? I feel like you have a tight grip and maybe even you fear failure, but what you're failing to see is that this hasn't brought you the happiness. It may have brought you stability, but you're not light, you're not free, you're not secure within your surrounding. There's an element of grabby, like I have to attach myself to you, or vice versa. Maybe you're in a job that you really despise, but you have to be there because the money is freaking good. I get that too. Maybe you feel like you're a little bit on stage. People really adore, admire, elevate you. People might even, I won't be surprised if the High Honor card comes out here. People might even pedestal you, put you on a pedestal of sorts, okay? Maybe it's even your family. But I feel like you're just not being true to yourself, okay? That just keeps coming up. Show me why the happy family is here, please. Show me why this card is here, along with the deceit. Show me now. Imprisonment. Yeah. So you feel like locked into a situation because maybe your reputation is at stake. Maybe you've kind of painted yourself into a corner. Maybe you feel like there's nothing else you can do to rectify the situation, or it would be too much of a great risk. And I get all those things, okay? Why is the Hermit here, please? For pile number 2, show me now. The House, this could have to do with your home. Number 20 reduces to your personal power once again. So why is the failure card here, please? Why is the failure card here specifically for pile number 2, please? Show me now. The mature man. Okay, so number 5. So I think it might even be, and let's see how we can get all these cards in here. It might even be a situation where you feel like you have attempted to make changes and that you haven't acted maturely. Maybe people don't see the real you. And in order to really get to your most authentic self, it's going to be a challenge, a little bit difficult, simply because it's kind of rewriting the narrative, rewriting the script, even the prologue, I heard, of the book that you've written thus far in your life. And people will be confused by that. They'll challenge that. With the lock, under lock and key, maybe you just feel like there's no way. Maybe if this is a house, you have a home with somebody else and there's no way for you to get out from under it. Their name is on there and it would be a hot mess to do. Maybe you're in a situation where a partnership has to dissolve. You have to leave this type of job because it's not conducive to you. And yet you feel imprisoned because it brings you wealth. I totally understand that too. Distance horizons, I feel like that is something that can really serve to help and anchor you. But you're not used to feeling this energy. Then we have a mature woman, and then we have a false person. So you could be attached to a false person who tells you exactly what it is that you want to hear, who actually, this is pretty interesting. So you're wearing a mask with them, and likewise they're wearing a mask with you. Maybe you've told each other, okay, this is a great arrangement. But underneath, you know damn well that this person, even though they're saying, yeah, whatever you do is great for me, this is all I want, they're actually mimicking maybe perhaps what they think you want or the words that you've said to them. And everything gets absorbed by this person. I'm looking at her lips right through this fan. And it's like they're a deep fan of yours. But I feel like they mutter things under their breath, or they hide their truth that they want to speak, because again, they also want to, they're secure in this arrangement, whatever this arrangement is. Now, this would be you in the background. And it's like, maybe you're starting to see like right through this person who is placating you or giving you verbal lip service, and they don't actually mean it. There's just a lot of deceptive energy, and honestly, time is so short. I don't have time for that in my life. Like, if you want to come with lies to see, I've been there, done that. I've lied to myself many times in relationships. I just don't have the patience or the will. It throws me off balance, and I'd rather cry. Next, please. So maybe that's something that you're thinking of as well. False person. Show me why the false person with the C is here. Show me why these cards are here, please. For pile number 2. Show me now. Love, romance, joy, bliss, heart's desire, content, affection, fulfillment, kindness, forgiveness, passionate, and caring. So maybe that is, those are qualities that you see in one another. Okay. I feel like something just isn't right. Okay, this came out in pile number 1. Maybe you have a message in pile number 1 as well. The end of the season, adept, connected, open-minded, wise, perfecting, touch, editor, sees both sides, chameleon, deceptive, empathic, changeable. Maybe, but more information is needed. So, and you know, you do you. I mean, if this works for you, then it works for you. Intuition, subconscious, fantasy, romance, psyche, affection, recognition, innovation, sensuality, artistic, and divine feminine. Okay, so we have mature woman, mature man, which tells me that perhaps you're vibrationally connecting with someone or something, and yet you may be still kind of like lying to yourself, like it's not even a big deal, out of fear of letting go what you currently have. Dolphins, peace, harmony, helpful, effective communication, playful humor, fun, in tune with others, collaboration, and joy. Okay, so perhaps there's a need to get out and have a little bit of fun. Oh my gosh, don't fall, because I have to take you. It's so annoying. Okay, look. I just said that. Occupation can have something to do with it, whatever it is that you're doing with your hands, whatever it is that they're doing. Message of concern. So it's almost like you're not taking anything to heart, okay? And that's fine. If it's not the right time, it's not the right timing. Pathway. So you have a definite, like, a door to peace. Something that is way different than this right here. But it's up to you to take it. Take it, don't take it. It's entirely up to you. Many changes would have to be made. 3, cooperation, collaboration between 2 or more people. I feel like 3 people. A lot of changes would need to be made in order for you to have this path. It's a path of abundance, a path of peace, a path of light, but also it is a path of the unknown, okay? Within that unknown, you're going to find community, a real sense of community, joy of things coming full circle, of maybe parts of yourself that you have left behind, you thought long dead. I heard safety, okay? Even all the referencing back here with the root chakra, the red, I feel like that is also being addressed. So, you know, you're going to have to decide, obviously, for yourself if this is a good thing for you to continue or if it's time for you to make changes to grow and elevate. But, okay, we're at the 20 mark, and I did not do the dice because I got a bunch of jumpers. Okay, take out your earbuds or whatever. We're doing something a little bit different. As per usual, we're moving all these cards. What the heck? So take out your earbuds. It gets super loud. Show me what I need to see for palette number 2. For healing, for growth. And show me now. Okay. So these landed on top of one another. Okay. So this states, I'm walking away because I need to do what makes me feel secure, what I already have going on. But even in that, you're going to have an epiphany, okay? I think that's so weird here. Even in that, I feel like you're going to have like a tower moment when you realize that things are really hollow. They're empty. It's like it doesn't give you the same excitement, the same joy, and much less the same peace. I feel like you've received kind of a wake-up call, an awakening, a shake-up, a breakup, whatever the case may be. Pardon me. Now you're starting to look at, after this explosion, it could even be like harsh communication, okay? It could be a fight. Yeah, quite a bit of fights. I think that you're thinking about, what is abundance? Like, is abundance owning all the things in life? Having a great 401k, having a great job? Is abundance having, you know... yeah, is abundance worth kind of like... I feel like you're having a lot of tower moments. Okay, questioning yourself, questioning your decisions, and questioning even where you want to head towards. Is abundance heading towards what it is? What is it that gives your heart like joy, growth? And I feel like you're starting to look at it with a different mind. Also with your solar plexus, this is about like what you really and truly desire. So you're going to start seeing that returning to what makes you feel safe, made you feel safe. Which is, I feel like, where you're at now. I think that you're going to have a lot of disharmony and some like tower moments and some eye-opening things going on. Maybe things have been even hidden from you as well. But your brain is focused on, hey, maybe your brain got tickled into thinking, wow, I mean, is this really abundance? Like, do I really have it all? Because I feel like you felt like you had it all. People tell you have it all, but here your solar plexus is like, is this my path? Is it what I desire? And so you're starting to ask more questions, okay? Then I feel like you are going to start walking and taking paths that are going to really help you grow, where your abundance really lies, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, even financially. And, you know, there's no easy way to put it. I feel like changes would need to be made if you head in that direction. I feel like you know that would kind of disrupt maybe your finances a little bit. I don't feel like it would disrupt that much, but I could be wrong. Let's just look, because that seems to be a big thing. Show me more about this disruption. What exactly would it disrupt for this person to move towards their heart chakra, things that make them happy, that make them grow, feel abundant, feel light, emotional fulfillment? How would that affect them? And show me now. Look, you have more abundance there. So you fear leaving behind what you have currently, but you only, in the end, fear success. You're having more abundance come towards you. That's going to be your choice to make, okay? So another tower moment is like, is that what I want? A tower moment, feeling insecure, out of balance. I've never been put in this position before. Like the level of thinking, the depth, whatever the case may be, maybe entirely like unwelcome. I'm going to say unwelcome. It's like, who wants to go through that crap? But here we are. Then we have, okay, I'm still thinking about abundance. What makes me feel good? Is it like, you know, taking hikes? Is it traveling? Is it, I don't know, painting? Is it dancing? Is it opening up a studio? Whatever it is that gives you that abundance. I feel like your neural pathways are really trying to show you, okay, not only in the brain, but in the feet as well. And you're going to start headed that way. And it's going to promote more growth, make you feel, I heard, more alive. And then maybe even have another awakening, actually a real awakening. And that is to like what it is that you really desire. Like what you're going to be glad that you made decisions to really promote yourself, your betterment, your taking care of your heart and soul sometimes is going to be more important than taking care of your finances and what you view as security. Okay. So that could be a Tower moment. I feel like you're going to have an awakening, and then in the end you're headed towards, once again, your brain is thinking, well, is this conducive to me? Is it really helping my heart to grow, to swell with pride, to be excited, to feel like it's growing and abundant and all those things? And then you'll settle back to the solar plexus, which once again talks about what it is that you really want. So this again has to do with stability. You feel like if you make choices, you're walking away from stability, when in fact you're walking away from things that are solid. You're walking towards things that are solid, a really renewed foundation and abundance. People give as much as you give. There is just a lot more of a clear energy than there is in this deceit, obviously. So there's no need to like spin things, omit things, hide things. It's a lot of work, a lot of mental agility required there. A lot of gymnastics being conducted when you live in a deceitful vibration. Anyways, self-deceit included. So yeah, but this has a lot to offer, a lot of loyalty, the sense of like family connection, the sense of communion, abundance, security. But above all, I feel like freedom. I feel like this freedom is not bought. It's a real collaboration of things that are meant for you. It matches your true vibration. So that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you do, smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe. Just things for you to think about. Much love to you, and namaste. Hi, pile number 3. My name is Griselda Psychic MD, and we are here to do your reading. The other two have been pretty darn intense, but these are the steps to heal, what needs to heal, and perhaps even tidbits on how to do that, okay? So we're starting off with the 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel, or Shamuel. I don't even know how to say it, obviously. But I did have this deck in the wrong box, so go figure, right? It means the other one is out there somewhere in a different box. Not the first time it's happened, probably won't be the last. But anyways, for whatever reason, here we are. So this, I'm going to call it Archangel C, has come today to assist you in your personal power and allow energy to flow into your solar plexus chakra. This is a time to have some self-belief in knowing your self-worth. Maybe you need a bit of confidence to boost to achieve your goals or interact with people. It's a time for you to be bold and courageous with the energy, to take a stand, stick up for yourself, or voice your opinion. Just know that you have the strength to achieve what you currently set yourself to do. So Angel C is here if you choose so. All right, so we're just reading angels. You don't have to believe in angels, I meant to say. It's just energy, you guys. So this archangel holds a golden sphere of light at the solar plexus, where the center of your life force of energy resides. When this card appears in the upright position, it indicates a great time to move towards completing your desires, and you may experience some increased enthusiasm. You're quite powerful at the moment, and you're being called to direct your energy with purpose and focus. Go for what you want and see yourself succeed. Okay? I like that. It's pretty cool. So, solar plexus affirmations. So maybe you're having a little bit of a hard time having balance or speaking your truth or self-esteem, or you're really expressing what it is that you desire. Okay. Affirmations for solar plexus. I feel calm, confident, and powerful. I feel ready to face challenges. I feel motivated to pursue my purpose. I'm ambitious and capable. I forgive myself for past mistakes, and I learn from them. That's my favorite. The only thing I need to control is how I respond to situations. I like that too. I can create positive changes in my life. I stand in my personal power. I am strong, powerful, and confident. I am aligned with my purpose. I wholeheartedly believe in myself. Those are just a couple. All right, so for pile number 3, show me what I need to see. What are the steps that pile number 3 need to take in order to heal? What do they need to heal from, grow from? Any information of this nature? Show me now. I'm taking 2 cards. I'm taking 3. I can't control myself. It was peeking out, you guys, so don't judge me, okay? It just happens. Okay. I'm going to call this debauchery because I can never say this word. Debauch, I guess. Okay. For the love of goodness gracious. Okay. And death. This is actually one of my all-time favorite cards, so don't get freaked out, guys. And this deck is probably, maybe even my favorite. And then this, okay, here we go. Meow. Right off the bat, I don't even know what's going on with you guys. There's a lot of going on. But for pile number 3, you may be choosing between a plethora of delights. Let's say it that way. And I feel like it's time for you to really get centered right here and go after what it is that you truly desire. So it's the same thing as like when you go to a buffet and you have one plate and you're like, okay, I see all these things and I love them all. There's a need to look at things. How much can I fit on my plate? If I put all the pizza slices on my plate, is that going to be good? Will that make me happy? Griselle. That's something I would do. Just kidding. But you get the point. So if I sample out of everything, will I wind up with a stomach ache? Will I suffer a loss? Am I really completely giving myself to a situation? Am I giving people chances or a chance? And I'm looking behind and there are like little ghostly figures. So maybe this is a pattern that's been done many times in the past. And it seems like every time you stumble upon somebody new or something new, it's like it sparkles somewhere, but it's so sparkly. And you get distracted. And then you go a sampling, which I mean, like everybody likes to go to Costco to sample whatever it is that they have there, right? But isn't necessarily beneficial for your life, for your quest, for what it is that you're doing. Does it fall in line what it is that you truly desire? Only you know, okay? Having to flip this over, and I have patterns. I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Nothing in my life is making sense, and I get that feeling. And so actually going through an awakening or dark night of the soul can feel pretty much like you're questioning everything. The things in your life right now that are feeling like they don't make sense at all, perhaps are things that once made you happy. Maybe Spirit's trying to, or maybe you felt like these things have needed a change for some time, but you didn't know how, or you didn't want to, or you're like into like the party lifestyle. And if that's your story, right? But there's some element of, I know this needs to end. I know I need to put it to death. It's almost like this time has run its course and I can no longer hide. I do feel like for most of you, excuse my table broom right here. For most of you, this indicates something that you have been debating for some time, okay? And perhaps you've had a catalyst in your life that has come to the forefront, or something transpired that made you think differently. Like now's the time to kind of do something different. So with this death card, obviously, you guys tell me this isn't the coolest card ever. Doesn't have to be an actual death, by the way. This is a major transformation. This is, I took out my stethoscope. I listened to the heartbeat. I listened to my own heartbeat. I kind of like listened to all these 7 cups around, and I'm making a process of elimination. It's like, wow, that pink shiny drink, that really is cute, pretty, beautiful, whatever the case may be. Very tempting. But when I listen to their heart and then I compare it to my heart, vibrationally, I'm like, maybe that one's too young for me. Maybe that one has ideals that don't line up with me. Maybe that one is great for tonight, but not for a long term. Okay, so it's exploring things like that. All right, maybe it's looking at the teal cup with the lime in there And maybe it's saying, okay, that one's too sour, too bitter for me. It's shiny, it's beautiful, it's swirly, it's magical. It's got a cherry on top, but maybe I won't be able to, you know, mesh well with that energy. Whether this is like friends, family, whatever the case may be, you can apply it to your own scenario, okay? But something major is transpiring, and it's almost like this medical examiner is like, okay, I'm grabbing the heart, I'm getting to the heart of matters, and it's connected to many different like veins and vessels, and your brain can even be like firing at this time, like overthinking, as you watch things unravel, or as you personally unravel them yourself. So this can be inspecting on a very deep and fundamental level if the people that you're surrounded with are a vibrational match with you. Is it time to take your own heart back and transplant it and move it elsewhere? Is time running out? I'm looking at the spiders here, and this clock it kind of trips me out. It's almost like maybe you're caught in a web or in a pattern or in someone's trap, and you're trying to free yourself, and you don't even know what time it is. But I'm going to tell you, it is time to make a decision. It is time to put things to death that no longer serve you, that don't have the purity of your vibration. Meaning, let's say you're a musician and you're like, this is, you know, my anthem, this is what I live for, breathe, eat, drink, whatever. And then you have somebody who is completely into, I don't know, let's say rock hounding, and they're, you know, wanting to go for crystals and this and that, and their like adventures are different than yours, and it's like you have to like do major compromises in order to be on the same page as them, that sort of thing. And so I feel like you're going to evaluate and see, and it's like, well, yeah, I really love music, I'd like to spend 90% of my time pursuing it. Maybe you need to pursue somebody in the same vibration, like a musician, or somebody who makes musical instruments, or somebody who understands those things. And maybe the rock hound, personally, maybe it won't work, you know. Whatever it is, the time has come to make decisions. So you've run out of time. Like, even all the hands and all the arms on the clock have fallen off, and it's almost like it's trying to creep back up there, and it's like time has passed, something is right, things need to change, I know it, but it's difficult. Okay, so it is like making surgery. It is, it could feel like a physical test. You could feel energetically depleted, mentally, emotionally, spiritually depleted. You could feel perhaps like you personally are undergoing a death. Now, when you go through a dark night of the soul, that is something that you are maybe identifying patterns. The number 8 to me always signifies patterns anyways. And so perhaps this is a time that you are actually making sense, unraveling the threads of your own life, and thinking, okay, well, I've sampled much in life, I've done a lot in life, and I was content, but now I'm starting to look at all the things that I have in my life currently, and the way that I'm behaving, what I give my energy to, my attention to, what makes me laugh now may be radically different to what made me laugh back then. I think that you might be having a major transformation. I'm channeling a lot of energy in my crown chakra, so it could also be that you are undergoing like a major awakening, like this dark night of the soul. And what that means basically is that you go within. You get the Hermit card, like in pile number 2, that might have something to do with you. You go within, and you all of a sudden start like evaluating everything. What do I stand for? Who am I? Is this still me? Because keep in mind, as we grow and we evolve, I mean, like, nothing stays the same. We don't look the same as we looked like when we were 20. I personally thank God for that. I like when I was, 32, maybe 34. I would go back to that in a heartbeat, but not 20. Anyways, I digress. So the point of the matter is that I feel like you are harnessing your inner beast, because this talks about my lust card. It's my lust card. This is about what I want, I desire. This could be even allowing your inner demons, your inner hunger to override all rationale, or to rule your life in some way, shape, or form. This could also talk about divine protection. Okay, the Strength card. So I'm gonna say that maybe you've been operating from a place that vibrationally is not a match for you, because you're undergoing some type of awakening. It could really be discombobulating. It could be really stressful. You could feel like you're losing your mind. And honestly, you could feel like you're going crazy. So I want to validate all those things for you, because no, you're not crazy. No, you're not losing your mind. No, you're not undergoing a midlife crisis per se, okay? This could be a crisis at any point in time that we start reevaluating. And that's because we're awakening to things that are actually dead and lost in our life that really need to go. We can't hang on to a body as much as we love it. Once it has passed from this world, it will go through different stages, obviously, like the rigor mortis. It'll go lifeless, then rigor mortis sets in. And then there's a time where all the gases start bubbling up and things like that. And then there's a time where it starts, you know, smelling and get putrid, rancid, start oozing. You get the point. And then eventually it goes back down after all those things get burned away or time has passed. Then pretty soon all we have is actual bones, skeleton bones left. So I would think about that. Sorry, that was kind of morbid, but okay. Show me the death card here. Why is this for pile number 3? Show me why this is healing for pile number 3. Show me exactly what it is. And show me now. Don't fall like that. I can only take, okay, like I got 30 cards and I just can't. So, show me why this card is here. Specifically the death card. Why is this card here for pile number 3? And what do we have for thee? Show me now. Take 2 cards. Okay, the sun. Yes, energy, power, climax, fulfilled, pride, radiant, success, vigor, divine, masculine, daytime, victory, happy, and warm. So this is you feeling a renewal. There is an incredible opposition of energy right here. If you look at that, this is just the cold facts, and this is renewed vitality in life. Okay, so I feel like you already know these things. Why else is this card here for pile number 3? What do we have for thee? Show me now. Woman, you are the quern, a person you know, girlfriend, fiance, spouse, love interest, and feminine energy. Okay, so you have something to do with somebody that you're dating, somebody you want to date with, somebody you feel intense lust with, or that you're incredibly drawn to, something to that effect. But I also feel like it's even more than that. You're having like some sort of spiritual awakening. So why, okay, let's look at that. This number 7. Oh, that hurt. Okay, so number 7, debauchery, overindulgence. Why is this card here for pile number 3? In regards to them growing and healing. Show me now. Letter, writing, communication, fax, email, mail, notes, records, news, memo, making contact, information, written documents. So maybe you have a lot of messages back and forth. Maybe you're trying to send messages back and forth. Maybe people are actually messaging you. A lot of communication. That's interesting. Okay, maybe you have a lot of options. That's saying maybe a lot of people want you in their life, whether you're married, attached, or otherwise. Doesn't make a difference. People can, you know, be hitting you up in your DMs or whatever the case may be. And let's see, what else is this here for pile number 3? Mountain. It's an obstacle, a problem, distant. Solitude, pride, block, cold, indifferent, barrier, interruption, delays, and being stubborn. So maybe perhaps this is saying that, like, okay, I just don't want to give everything up. I don't want to give anything up. And that is your prerogative for sure. We all make our own choices in the end. And by not making a choice is also a choice. So, gosh, the only caution I would say to that is that in here it talks about the sun, this warm, happy, radiant energy, and this has already expired. It is past its due date. So if you don't make a choice, I feel like you can miss out on the sun, on your own happiness, basically. But I mean, we're free to make choices, you know, definitely free to make choices. Show me why this is here, please, as an obstacle for pile number 3. Show me now. Mirrors. I wish you could see that we are mirroring each other now. This one's sticking out. I feel chemistry between us. We need to trust that the energy we share shall bring us together again. Okay? I feel like this is more about your transformation than anything. Like, you could have had a catalyst, somebody or something, like an occurrence that made you just really think on a by far deeper way than you have in a long time. When I let myself go deeper into thoughts of you, I can feel my heart opening. Yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling, but each to their own. So you might have a connection here that is prompting you to go through a dark night of the soul, making you question everything about yourself. I'm going to flip the cards, otherwise I will take them all. It amazes me when we say the same thing at the same time or finish each other's sentences. So it's a deep connection. So I heard some vices, just some vices have to kind of be outgrown in your own life. If this does not pertain to connection, then it's things that you need to prune and tend to, just like you would a garden, in your own life in order to experience the full like capacity of happiness or whatever that looks like to you. Okay, so show me why the dark night of the soul is here. I feel like the dark night of the soul is a direct correlation with the solar plexus. This is like almost like you haven't examined what it is that you want for a long time, or that you have attained it and tucked it on your belt and said, okay, I've arrived, and then you've been meandering. That's the feeling I get, but who knows. Broom. Yep, remove unwanted stuff, purging, a clean sweep, unavoidable, cleanup, delete, total makeover, restoring harmony. So it's stuff that maybe you have kind of simply settled for, and now your heart is no longer quiet about things. Okay, show me more about what's going on here, please. Pile number 3, what do we have for V? How can we help you heal, grow? Show me now. Okay, winter. The waning crescent. Detached, hibernate, contemplation, Yuletide, go with it in silence. Rest, self-reflection, contemplate, holiday celebration, think it over. The end, no, just let it be. And you may decide, yeah, let's just let this be. Let it be, let it be. It's up to thee. Okay, you're welcome. Show me more about pile number 3. What do we need to see for pile number 3? Show me now. Got like crazy energy. So I feel like you may be a little bit all over the place, mentally, emotionally. Rising above, ability, strategy, skill, focus, a transition. Yep, changes, higher self, third eye, far-reaching vision. So the way to get out of things is just to have a higher perspective. Go within, definitely do your homework, think things through, and what is really conducive to what it is that you desire right now. So if we're comfortable, I just want to understand comfortability and not wanting to shake things up, there would be a bigger need for you in order to do that. But in the end, you are the own master of your own ship, and you have to follow your own path. Not all of us are here to follow you know, paths, I don't know, like, not all of us are here to pursue a higher purpose. Sometimes we have to let things be. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use these dice. We're at the 21-minute point. Go ahead and take out your earbuds, whatever it is you're listening to, if you have any. I will be rolling these noisy, eardrum shattering dice in 3, 2, 1. So pile number 3. Show me more about pile number 3's path and show me now. Okay. Yep, solar plexus energy once again. What is it that you really desire? Thinking about growth, thinking about abundance, thinking about walking away. That might like shock your stability a little bit, but it may open up your heart chakra. It may even be something that I feel like maybe you don't even know that your heart chakra has been a little bit shut down, okay? Maybe been hurt before, who hasn't been hurt? But perhaps this whole thing is like dominoes and is set into motion, a set of events or thoughts or ideas or awakenings, definitely awakenings, where you're questioning everything about yourself, your path, and where you're headed and what you've done. A lot of thinking about your abundance, a lot of wanting to return, a lot of wanting to go to your solar plexus. I don't think that you fully examine like what it is that you really desire in this moment. And that's why I feel like you're hitting the first of the conflict. It's like, what do I really desire? This is what I want. This is who I am. This is my truth. I feel like it may have been some time since you sat down and explored and set a goal for that. So whatever that is, I see you headed towards that, okay? And then a major shakeup in your root, which apparently all these readings have, your stability, okay? So you know that your stability will be shaken, maybe even a tower moment if you head towards what it is that you truly desire. And also with your brain being green right there, it's like thinking about abundance. What does that mean? Do I feel abundant in this situation right now? This complication, do I continue sampling all of the wares, all the goods? Is it fulfilling, or have I traveled so much that I'm just simply numb? Am I making myself numb? All of those questions, okay? Then I have another awakening, 2 more awakenings. I feel like your heart chakra will start to open up, even though you're leaving things that are not so secure, things that don't feel secure any longer, okay? Headed towards what it is that you want, opening up your solar plexus. I think that your outlook on things will change quite a bit. You might even change your mind a couple of times. It's like, no, I want this, no, I want this. You're like, oh, hell, I don't know what I want. Now I'm confused, okay? In the end, I think that you will head towards what it is that you desire, but you may take the long route, okay? Some confusion, some may be slipping back into temptation. I heard seduce. You might be seduced back to square one. Growth. I've hurt you and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me someday and understand I was reacting in fear. Maybe perhaps somebody hurt you. Maybe you perhaps somebody hurt someone. But this is about growth, about being stable. The number 4, even though this card is more like about your heart chakra, this is talking about your root chakra. It's shaken your confidence in some way, shape, or form. Mirrors. This card is so beautiful, you guys. Our inner guidance is clear, but our ego is resisting. Draw another card to clarify what you both might be resisting. Yeah. And so I definitely feel that. I feel like in the ego, it's like I want to taste all the wares. I want to do everything. I want all the cups for myself. Well, you can only drink so much before your bladder straight bursts, right? So your inner guidance is clear. And I feel like you just need to listen to whatever your inner guidance is, your intuitive self. And it's a great time, like this card is doing, just pulling away, getting in touch with those emotions, okay? Romantic message. I've never felt love like this before. The depth of it can be inspiring, but also overwhelming, okay? So maybe that's something that you're not quite comfortable energetically in. And the planets are activating us to heal and bring us closer together, surrender to the changes. So a lot of 10s here, I'm noticing, a lot of changes. And this is, you know, entirely up to you to choose, not to choose. Growth. I'm realizing this connection is something special and worth treasuring. So maybe you're having fluctuation of changes and, you know, weighing the pros and cons as to, is this a good move for me? Is this not a good move for me? Will people be hurt by my decisions? Or will my ego, my reputation, my image, the way I think of myself even be hurt or damaged? Or is this simply fantasy island? And I'm just thinking with, I don't know, like a mind that isn't sound. So you could question your sanity a little bit. I think that you're definitely going deep, deep within. So I always recommend, you know, if you have a bathtub, take a really hot bath with a cup and a half of Epsom salt, maybe even I heard peppermint, but that's not for everybody. What is this called? Essential oils, you know, some peppermint essential oil or lavender to calm you. Any other essential oil that you feel led to use, basically. But water is very healing, so water can really help you kind of clear your mind and get rid of a lot of these fears or cloudiness, okay? Because I feel like it's almost like here, time is running out, and there's so many spiders that there's got to be a lot of webs going on, okay? but there's definitely a heart transplant. It's like this body is no longer good, so we're going to take the heart and utilize it elsewhere. And so there could be something to that effect going on. Anyways, last message for pile number 3. None of this is easy, by the way. Okay, if you're undergoing dark night of the soul, I suggest you definitely get help. There's a ton of readers out here that might be able to help. Third person, another person involved, someone else. Someone else's influence. Love triangle, stranger, outside party, third wheel, rival, and too many people. That's kind of what I was feeling, but it seems to be coming up quite a bit. I don't know. Geese, on a quest, migration, relocation, dependable, know where you are going, leaves no one behind. It's cyclical, what? It has to do with the cycles, and faithful. Okay. And then the stork, transformation, change, active, renew, restless, arrive, depart, move. Renovation, pregnancy, birth, slender, and tall. Okay. And then look at the clock here, whereas this is missing faces. So this could be something new. Something new, but there is, I feel like there's more than 3 people involved, frankly. But that is totally up to you to decide. What else is going on here for pile 3? Moose. Imposing, powerful, independent, time alone, attitude is everything, calm, cool, collected, confident, and solidarity. Okay. Okay, for real. Last couple of messages for you. How can we help? Oh, hi. All right, this one landed sideways. So this is about self-defense, about protecting yourself, being red in the face. Maybe somebody's saying, okay, you need to decide, or and this is like the hell I do. It's like I make my own choices, my own life. I decide when I decide, if I need to decide. I do as I please, and indeed you do. I feel like that energy will be like oscillating back and forth. The only thing I could say about that is be true to yourself. Don't let your heart chakra be affected by having to defend and being defensive. In the end, you make your own choices. What else do we need to see? Show me what I need to see for pile number 3. Last messages. Show me now. Okay. Yeah, the wounded warrior being on the defense. Yeah, it's like I've been beat up from the street up. Maybe taking a chance. I have a weary eye on you. What do you want from me? I don't trust. Maybe you don't trust. And I 1000% get that. Okay. And then you have the Empress. So I feel like you do have somebody here that is, well, they're an Empress. They've embodied all of the queens. Even male, female doesn't make a difference. So they are self-sufficient. There's emotional intelligence. There's skill. There's a work ethic involved. There is abundance. There's a tranquility and a peace about it. And there is a focus on how to continue growing and making things better around this person. So maybe that's what you're thinking is like, well, I can sample from all these beautiful delights that have always really satisfied me, but do they really satisfy you if you're drinking from like every cup? I mean, there's something to be said about that. Or you could be looking at the Empress saying, you know, why do I need to choose? I don't have to choose, and indeed you don't. You definitely don't have to choose. You can stay exactly where you're at, because in the end it is your life. You have to make the choice. Nobody can choose or manipulate you into a damn thing. It's really important that people understand that, like manipulating and trying to change other people's minds and trying to I heard please don't go, like people making other people stay because they have a vested interest, or it's better for them, or they don't want to see you leave, or they don't want to see you change your mind, whether it's a job, a love thing, whatever. It's just not healthy. We all need to make our own choices in the end. And if really we are true and secure within ourselves, I feel like even like this Empress is saying, you know, there's a time for everything and a season for everything. So what will die, and what gets resurrected, gets resurrected. And there's just a quiet confidence that what is mine, and maybe now is not the season for whatever, and I'm okay with that too. So I feel like maybe even embodying the Empress a little bit and being at peace with whatever choice, whatever you decide is going to be good for you. If you're having to protect yourself too much, then you're around people that are attacking and not respecting your boundaries. That's something also to think about. So obviously, I don't know you, I don't know your life, but it is totally, entirely up to you how you handle matters. I hope this provided a little bit of clarity. Share, like, comment, subscribe. I know these are not the most popular videos, and they probably won't be ever, and that's fine too. But I'm here to do what I love, and I hope that you gain clarity and lead your life in a way that's powerful and authentic to you. Much love to you, and namaste.